They'll run on first down. McFarland, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Brissett looks to throw. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Brissett. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
Well, any thoughts about overtime? And ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense?
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Baltimore, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody. The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the London Black Knights and the New York Jets. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Big stop. Let's go.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should. Touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Jets' 45-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Greer. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Greer. And this is Cook with the ground. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The kick by Sanders is good. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Hey, lock it.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Hey, high 7.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Drake. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. On first down, Drake. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Hey, Charlie. Now.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. He's got Evans. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
On second down now, it's Drake. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 6. That's complete to Robinson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets have taken the lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
60 on. Let's go, team. Go on. It's going to be a long day. Check. Look. Squeeze. Let's go.
On first down, Drake. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Back to throw. Herbert. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Look at me. Go. Check. Get it.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. It'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again, but it's going to be second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Back to the air. Greer on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
On third and long, here is Greer. He's going to fire one deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Will Parks, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Jets take over first and 10 at their own.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll run with Drake. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Strip the ball.
Back to throw. Herbert. And Robinson with a big catch. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
First down.
Let's pick it up. It's our time.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's get off the field. Hey, lock it. Wide, get wide. Switch. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. It's Drake. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
Off play action. Herbert. He finds his target. It's Evans. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Greer on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Greer. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Greer now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha. Ready?
On first down, it's Greer. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he'll go down at the 28. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Again, Greer. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now a first down throw, Greer. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Gold missed it. It's no good. Wide right for Gold, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's a second missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the fourth down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Greer, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Running, it's Drake. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
From the gun on 3rd down, Greer. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense. And a
battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Dante Fowler in on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Bravo!
Here's Greer now on 2nd down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The end result, 21 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Go!
Now Greer. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Let's go, baby! Let's go! Here we go!
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Hey, box truck! 55, Mark 55! Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Ready?
On 2nd down and 4, Greer. And he finds Tyler Croft. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And now he'll tuck it and run. 14 yards that time and a 1st down on the keeper.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they called the field general.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Greer now, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Greer looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. The 40. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Gold to add the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and a couple, Greer, and the grab by Croft. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Greer. He's going to right and got his man complete. And touchdown. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And his guys have once again taken the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Back to throw, Greer. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, you don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
2nd and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
5, 2.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And this is caught by Evans. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Williams. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert airing this one out for Evans. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Herbert. He completes it to Evans. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. Throwing on first down. Herbert. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the gun, Herbert. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. On first down, Herbert over the middle to Evans. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Rock it. Hit it.
On first down, Drake. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw. Herbert completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to throw. Herbert got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. From 4 yards out, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he's got this down to the 35. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On 2nd down, Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Now it's Greer. And this is Cook with the ground. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They snap it to Greer. Going down the middle, and it's complete. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Back to the ground, Cook. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 10 more there and another first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. And they take a knee. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Go. Go.
And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for our visitors, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.